everybody in the band. How you doing now? This is the boy that was drowning everybody out.
That's right.
Sound man come up there and he says, we'll talk to that drummer. Says he's drowning out our vocalists.
That's what he told me, and I felt bad myself.
Oh, don't feel badly, because that's the way we want it. That's the way this rock and roll music is constructed.
It's true.
Used to be the bass fiddle was the backbone of the orchestra, but I believe anymore it's the drum, isn't it?
That's true, yes.
So I'll tell you for sure you're doing a fine job. How long have you been up there with Eddie?
Oh,
you've been playing with Eddie?
Oh, it's been a while now.
Some time, huh?
Uh-huh.
You enjoy this type of music, do you?
I do.
I'm going to ask you, boy. Come on up here, Eddie.
Yeah.
All of you, you'll have to pardon my tonsils too tonight.
Yeah.
Eddie, I'm going to ask you a question. You may not want to answer it. Maybe you don't know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Fine.
How long do you predict that rock and roll music will stay?
Well, I think actually rock and roll will be here for quite some time, Johnny, but I don't think it's going to be rock and roll as we know it today.
Do you think that rock and roll is something new?
No, I don't. I really don't. I think it's been around for a long time, but nobody's actually recognized it. It's kind of the way I look at it, rhythm and blues, and blues has been around for so long. And then they kind of blended country and western music in with it, And I think it'll be around for a long time, but changing.
Were you around about, say, were you in the business around, say, 10 or 15 years ago when they called it boogie woogie?
I know what you're talking about. I was in the business at the time.
And then somebody sent me an old album by Jimmy Rogers, America's Blue Yodeler, recorded back in 1929, and he was singing a lot of blues.
Right.
And he had a saxophone in there on one of the records, and it sounded just a slight touch of rock and roll.
It's possible.
So maybe we could sum up the discussion by saying that rock and roll has always been with us.
I think
and
so.
Maybe we'd be safe in saying that it'll be with us for a long, long time.
Well, I hope so.
Anyway, we hope so, don't we? Eddie Cochran will be back on the stage of Town Hall out in front singing some more songs for you in just a few minutes. Certainly a treat to have these young boys down here, and it's a pleasure to watch people like Eddie Cochran, whom we've known personally for a long time, to see them develop into stars, not of tomorrow, but of today, because that's what they are. They're selling lots and lots of records.
Here we are back at the big town hall. This is Western Music's Hall of Fame, and we have a batch of talent up here on stage as our guest tonight that we're very proud to present again. Once again, we'd like to have you give a real nice hand to Dick the Augustine and the Swingers, featuring Eddie Cochran.
You've watched him. Let's hear him do a few more numbers. Here is Eddie Cochran. Let's hear him.
yourself. You're fortunate if you find a seed. You're fortunate if you have time to dream. Back to the classroom, open your books. Even the teacher don't know how mean she looks. Soon as 3 o'clock rolls around, you finally lay your burdens down. Throw back your books, jump out of your seat. Down the hall and into the street. Down to the corner and round the bend. Straight to the church you go in. Drop the coin right into the slot. You gotta hear something that's really hot. For the one you love, you're making romance. All day long you've been wanting to dance. Feel the music from head to toe. Yeah, round and round and round you go. Drop the coin right into the song. You gotta hear something that's really hot. For the one you love, you're making romance. All day long you've been wanting to dance. Feeling the music from head to toe. Yeah, round and round and round you go. Hail, hail, rock and roll. Deliver me from the days of old. Long to live the rock and roll. The beat of the drum is loud and bold. Rock, rock, rock and roll. The feeling is there, body and soul. I was talking a while ago to Mr. Johnny Bond over there. We were being interviewed, and we were talking about country music and rock and roll music and all that, and it's been a long time since I sang a country song, but Gene Autry recorded a song years ago that I like very much, and I hope you do too. It's called Be Honest With Me. Be honest with me, dear, whatever you feel. Remember you're mine, dear, so always be true. Wherever you wander, on land or on sea, if you really love me, be honest with me. Honest with me, dear, whatever you do. Remember you're mine, dear, so always be true. Wherever you wander, on land or on sea, if you really love me, be honest with me. You know the landlady to swing in my front door bell. I let it ring for a long, long spell. Went to the window, but out the blinds was there. Honey, just exactly what you got on your mind. She said, I want money, honey. I want some money, honey. I want some money, honey. If you're gonna get along with me. Well, I screamed and I hollered, I was so hard-pressed. I called the woman that I love best. I got my baby about 3:30. She said, Eddie boy, just exactly what you want with me. I said, I want money, honey. I want some money, honey. I want some money, honey. Yeah, if you wanna get along with me. Well, I've learned my lesson and now I know the sun may shine and the wind may blow. The women may come and the women may go, but oh, I say I love you, honey. I just want you to know I want some money, honey. I want some money, honey. I want some money, honey. Yeah, if you're gonna get along with me. Let's get together tonight. I got some money in my jeep and I'm really gonna spend it right. Well, I've been doing my home for gonna make long. Now the house is empty and my folks are gone. Woo, come on, everybody. Well, my baby's number one, but I'm gonna dance with 3 or 4. And my house will be a shaking from the bare feet of slapping on the floor. Well, when you hear the music, you just can't sit still. If your brother was rock, your sister will. Ooh, come on, everybody. But we gotta put a guard outside. If the folks come home, I'm afraid they're gonna have my hide. There'll be no more movies for a week or two. No more running around with the usual crew. Who cares? Come on, everybody.